Hello everyone. In this tutorial I will show how you can create a simple procedural clouds right in Unity by using only built-in particle systems and Unity assets. So let's go ahead and start Unity and let's make a new project 3D and let's name it clouds demo. Let's say 3 or something like that. Create project. Okay, so here we have default scene. Now what I want to add, I want to add probably a terrain. So 3D object terrain. Then I want to import some packages. We will need to import particle systems. Import. And also we will need to import, I want to import these environments. Okay, so let's choose everything, as I will put just grass on this terrain to make it not so white and boring. Let's wait a few seconds. Okay, so environment assets are imported. Now what I want to do next is to put grass on this terrain. Let's add texture and search for grass. So here we are, add, and it automatically assigns on the whole terrain as a first texture. So now let's go ahead and start doing things things which we want to do. So there are some interesting particle systems in standard assets. So if we go into standard assets, particle systems, there is in prefabs some very interesting effects, and I actually liked I think this one, dust storm. So if I place it right there, I can start seeing these twisting clouds into my particle system. Now these clouds are something like dust storm on the ground, something like wind carried particles or something. But let's say I want to make from these something like clouds. So how to do that? Okay, let's simply go and rise these dust clouds up. As we can see, they are visible from above and from below, and I can see now that it's more like a cloud structure thing visible here. So if I will look from the terrain, from here I would be standing here, I would see something like clouds moving in the sky. So what's next? The next thing is to work out for these dust clouds that they would look nicely. So firstly, let's go ahead and scale them. Let's choose about 100 times here and 100 times there. So we can start seeing that these clouds has been quite quite small now, but we want also to scale them here. So if I choose inside these particle properties to change start size and end size, I should be able to make up these clouds bigger. So let's go ahead and put something like 150 and 250, and we can see that the clouds are a little bit bigger, but they are still not big enough to be like real interesting clouds. Let's increase by another factor of 10, and now we can see that these clouds looks much better. Yes, yes, and we can raise them even more. So let's say I want to put 1 kilometer above the surface of the terrain. Where is my terrain? It is here. It was just 300 meters before, and now it's about 1 kilometer. So I can see that they are quite fast spinning, which I don't like actually. I want to make that they would be spinning slower. So firstly, what I want to do is to change some lifetimes and durations. So if I change this by factor of 10, I think I should be able to get better results. Yes, I think I got in duration a little bit better results, but we are still spinning up quite fast, so I need to look at rotation over lifetime. And there is angular velocities like between minus 60 and 60. So if I would reduce them by a factor of 10, I could see that they are not spinning so fast now, and they look a little bit better. The next thing I may want to do pre-warm, as this should give me some pre-warm effect. It means that they are pre-spawned before I start the game. So yeah, so this is the way how to create clouds. But now again, if I start rotating like that, I can see that my clouds are still not looking as I want to. They are rotating together with camera. So the next thing to do is to actually change inside, I think, rendering, render mode to be, I think, vertical billboard or horizontal, I think. Yes, and now we can see that clouds are quite flat. So now we can start seeing that these clouds start looking way much better. They look like real clouds in the sky. And they are a little bit twisting, but not so much. I like the effect that they are elongated at the bigger distances. They're like feather clouds or something like that. And this cloud layer looks quite nice, I think. So the next thing to do would be to, what else do we want to do with these clouds? We want to change probably shader a little bit, as they are a little bit more like dust clouds, not like real clouds. So let's go ahead, and I see here is particles alpha blended shader selected at the bottom of this dust storm. If I open it up, I should be able to see some values, and I can change to, I noticed these ones are quite nice particles additive shaders. They look, clouds becomes very white, and they look like real clouds in the sky. Or there are some other interesting shaders, for example vertex lit. These ones are becoming dark ones, I guess, and you can change, I think, how they are lit. So if you put very bright colors, you could have something like that. I think these ones are quite good if you changing these rotations. So if you rotate the sun, yes, I can rotate the sun a little bit like that. I guess vertex lit clouds should be changing. Yes, I can see that they are becoming a little bit less lit. So you can easily change this kind of things here, but let's go ahead and bring it back, these additive clouds, which I like more. And let's actually change this. We can see that it changes color based on also on how this how the angle of the sun is here. So here we are. Here we have our cloud things, and it also looks nice from the top. So if you would be flying from below up to above, you would be able to see these clouds from both directions. Now they still look quite flat. I guess what else I can do is to change the Y scale. So if I go to clouds, I could increase the box of this this rendering box. So I could find it under shape, and I can see that here is a box 100 by 100, and y it in y-axis it's 0. Let's bring up 1. I can start seeing where is my box, and let's bring the scale up to 100. I can see that this box is increasing. So, but if I would increase a little bit more, I would start seeing something better. Let's say 10. I can see now that clouds are being distributed in all this box. So when I am watching from the below, I can see this volume like I don't know how to explain it. It's something like some clouds are below, other clouds are above, and you can easily see if you are moving. Let's say you're moving with a car or with a or with a plane, or with something you would see with clouds moving nicely. So yes, that's it. Another thing is, which I was wondering to do is, if you are, let's say, moving around very far away, you would move out of this box. So how you can go around this? There is a simple trick to do that, to move the box together with camera. But now if I would check these arrows and start moving, I could see that the whole box is moving. This is not what I want to do, uh, but what I want to do is to actually to simulate in world space. And here, if you see these properties, I could find simulation space just to change it into world space. And now if I move in the box, it doesn't move these clouds. But if I move the box here, it generates the clouds right here. So if I would allow this this thing to follow my camera, I would be able to stream my clouds through anywhere where I want to. Yep. So I guess that's it. What else I might be missing? I guess I covered most of the parts, how to simply create this kind of clouds. And I guess I can also add wind as well. To add wind, let's select any kind of game object, let's say a terrain, and add component, and let's check wind zone. And now it adds wind, but let's see, I increase it up to 10. It's directional wind. Can't remember these values at the moment. But if we go now to if we want to apply this wind, actually we need to add force. So we go into velocity, not velocity, external forces, this one, and I can start seeing that my clouds are starting to move very nicely. Maybe a little bit too fast, because I made very large wind speed. Let's see, I want to put 3, and it's still a bit too fast. All these ones probably were moving. And of course there is another thing, because they are being accelerated by the force, you need to limit velocity over lifetime. If you click this one, and you can also do separate axis, this one will give a little bit better thing. And I think now you can increase this one a little bit more, and also let's see, let's put a little bit larger values. Maybe world. Seems that we are moving, but maybe still quite slowly towards that direction. If I would put like that. Starting to move. It needs a little bit to play. Maybe I could increase 50 to 50. So this one allows to a bigger speed, allows to move these clouds slightly faster. So this is how these clouds looks like. They are moving that way, but you can change wind direction as well very quickly by going back to this wind and just you can simply rotate this game object around. So maybe it was not a good idea to attach to the terrain, and let's create a separate object, call it wind. Let's reset it, remove here and add here, and let's place it something like that. And now let's look how it looks like. So clouds are moving that way. Now if I change a wind rotation, let's say, where is my wind? I want to rotate something like that, about 120 degrees. I should be able to see my clouds moving into different and as I see, they are moving not towards the Z, but that way, because the wind is from other direction. So you can change wind direction by just changing the rotation over y-axis. So if I put 180, it would be in the opposite direction of the Z. So they are moving backwards. So that's basically it about clouds and wind. And as they moving outwards, new clouds are being generated, and they will never end up. So yes, now if you go into game view, I have here my camera, and it doesn't look very good. I want to probably to rotate it a little bit more in order to see my clouds like that maybe. And I may want also to increase if you see that clouds are not visible very far, it could be a good idea to increase clipping planes far distance, let's say 6000, when you can see the clouds visible very far away. So if we click play, we should be able to see in the in-game view some nice clouds moving and forming around, and here is our terrain. So this basically concludes this tutorial how to create very simple clouds which are being generated procedurally right here in Unity. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.